Hi friends, and welcome to my Flosstube. My name is Paula. You can find me on Instagram or the 502 Stitcher. Today is Thursday, July 3rd, 2025. If you're new here, I hope you'll see, subscribe, and stay around. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate you watching my videos and coming back. Today I have quite a bit to show you. I have 6 pillow finishes. I told you one of my goals for this year is to become a pillow making princess, and I'm hopefully getting towards that. And are they perfect? Heck no. But I think they look good, and I'm proud of what I did. And then also I have 3 other finishes to show you. They're flat finishes. So we'll get in there and show you all of those. I've been trying to make this video for almost a week. So every day something has been going on. Somebody mowing their lawn, a kid being up, and I just haven't been able to do that. So fingers crossed I get it done and I'm able to upload this either today or tomorrow, and you'll be able to enjoy it for over the weekend. Long weekend. Like I said, it's summer vacation. My kids are home. I have 3 kids. I have a child that is on a ventilator, so you never know when her alarms start going off or she needs extra help. And then I have to wait till my husband goes to work, so it's quiet. And so hopefully they stay asleep this morning and I'm able to get this done and nobody decides to mow their lawn again. Like I filmed this the other day and somebody started mowing their lawn in the middle of it, so I had to stop. So hopefully this isn't too choppy, and I apologize if it is, and I'll quit rambling and get on in here. So before we go ahead and show you all my finishes, I'll give you a little life update. My last video I told you that my daughter was having surgery up at Cincinnati Children's. We live in Louisville, Kentucky, which is 2 hours away. And so she had surgery. The surgery went good. We got the news we were kind of expecting to get, so a plan going forward to that, so hopefully everything continues to go smoothly. Coming home was a little hairy, but we got home and everything went good with that. So the night before, we stayed around McDonald House. I told you that my kids were looking so excited to be able to go there. If you've not ever stayed around McDonald House, they are a magical place. They are a place for families whose children are having medical needs, and they're just trying to, make life a little bit normal. They provide meals for families because, hospitals are very expensive places. So they take a little bit of financial burden off of you, which, just helps you a lot. The kids are able to play, have fun, meet other families, kind of connect with others. I met another trach mom that I have known on Facebook for many years, and it was so nice to get down and sit down in front of her and talk to her and just, catch up about how life is going. So just making connections with other families is more than you can ever imagine. Somebody that understands what you're going through. So, well, like I said, we were up there during StitchCon B. I want to go to StitchCon so bad. It is like one of my ultimate dreams to be able to do, but just right now with our life going on, it's just not something I can do. Life is just too unpredictable, and I'm just not able to do it. So I'm so thankful to the Flosstubers out there that do their StitchCon recaps and their little vlogs, so I can feel like I was there, kind of enjoying the fun. So I thought before we jump in here with everything, I would tell you some of the videos I'm watching. If you have a Flosstuber that I don't mention that you think they did a good StitchCon recap, put them below and I'll make sure I check them out because, like I said, I'm thoroughly enjoying it and I'm thankful that they do it. So I'll give you just 5 that I've watched, and hopefully you'll be able to check them out and enjoy them also. Stephanie over at, Stephanie over at Cross Stitch to Glow, she has done a fantastic job, I think. She has made a vlog video of her traveling to StitchCon, which is so brave to be able to travel, that far by yourself, being able to go to StitchCon. Then she did a recap of like her time at StitchCon, and then she did a breakdown of a cost. She was so thrilled, like she thought of everything. If you were ever wondering how much it costs to go to retreats, go over and check out her video on her the cost of it, because she broke down every single thing that you can think of, and it was just amazing, I thought. So go over and check her out because I'm sure you'll enjoy those videos. Jess at Salone Stitches, I just found her, and I really enjoyed watching her recap of StitchCon, of everything that she did. Rachel over at Lemonade Stitches, she gave an excellent recap with hers too. I really enjoyed that. Then Tracy over at Stitching with Our Besties, I really enjoyed watching her video and watching all she did. And then, of course, the queens. Pam and Steph over at Just Keep Stitching. They will be posting their video, I think they said on Sunday of this coming week, so just in a few days. And they always have an excellent StitchCon recap. Every year I like to watch theirs. So go over and watch all 5 of those. I know you'll just enjoy watching them and catching up with StitchCon like me if you weren't able to go. So also before we continue going on, sorry, I'm just a little jumbled. The weather around here, I always give a weather update, has been hot. So I'm sure if you're in the eastern part of the United States, you've been experiencing the heat. We've been a little bit of cool down the last couple of days, but they have it's supposed to be back up to 97 with heat indexes of close to 110 this weekend. So I'm not looking forward to that. Staying indoors is what I plan to do. Also, I told you that I was doing I saw that post about grandma hobbies, which of course cross stitch is considered one of those. I've decided to collect salt and pepper shakers, so I will try to insert a picture of my salt and pepper shakers. This is my summer collection. I have them all in a cabinet right over here on the wall. I thought about for this year, as long as money allows, just to do like the seasons like fall, winter, summer, that kind of thing, and then the year after that, then I can start doing holidays. But so I did that. And then also my duck out front on the porch, Duckatha is what my daughter named her. She has now on her yellow polka dot bikini, which I thought was really cute. My husband thinks it's nuts. My kids just shake their head at it, but I think it's cute and I love it. So she's all decorated for the month of July and August. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you my fully finishes I have to show you today. We'll start with the pillows. The very first one is from Luminous Fiber Arts. It's called Gathering Snowflakes, and this was my snow day start this year. So basically any day that we had snowflakes, snow flurries, any of that stuff, I went ahead and worked, or actual snow on the ground, I went ahead and worked on this. And we had quite a bit of snow this year, so I was able to get it done. I think I was done by the end of January, maybe early February. But here it is. It is on a 14 count white Aida. I forget what the colorway name is, but I want to say it was almost like Solsta, but it's from Color and Cotton. If you watch one of my older videos, I know I tell you what color it is, but here it is. I think it turned out really cute. I really like these patterns, so I need to work on the other ones that she has in her series of these. They're just really cute. Next, I have from Stitching with the Housewives. This is Sweet as Honey. This is what I did when I very first the first year I started cross stitching, and I was realizing that you didn't have to follow what people did. I want to say that they did these on, I think, like a green fabric, and I didn't have a green fabric, so I had this purple from Be Stitch Me, and I did it on that. I want to say the colors are the call for colors, but the DMC conversions. So I'm not quite 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I finished it with some bee honeycomb fabric and the spot in the middle, and just red rickrack. Thought that was really cute. Next, I have Strawberry Quilt by Primrose Cottage Stitches. This is one I started in the start along that I showed you in my last video that I was doing, and got it fully finished. So I thought that turned out really cute. It came in a sip and stitch box last year from Primrose Cottage Stitches. It is on 14 count, I think, Berry Smoothie by Fabric Flare, and the call for colors, which are DMC colors. And I finished it using the finishing kit that came in the sip and stitch box. So thought it turned out really cute. Happy to get that out. I need to get a dough bow and put all these in, so I don't have one. I need to look for one. This is How Darth the Busy Bee by Modern Folk Embroidery. It is done on a 16 count of Fabric Flare. I forget the color of it. I'm really sorry. But it is done like a 16 count, and the colorway is from Paris and Robin, and the colorway Daffodil. It was the first like fabric or floss that I did that was very variegated, and I love how it came out. I think it's really pretty, so I'm glad to get this one out. I'm hoping to have enough bee things I can decorate with bees this summer, so we'll see if I get there, but I'm getting a good start. Next, this is from, let's do this one, Primrose Cottage Stitches. This is I Would Rather Be Stitching. Now with this one, I did a little bit of a mess up. Honestly, I was following the tutorial and not totally 100% paying attention. I should have not done this so big. So it should have been like that big. But a little extra room to love. I tried to close it at the bottom and I should have stuffed a little bit more. So it's a little wrinkle. So just ignore that. But I got the finishing kit from them. So I have the cute little buttons. Or the pins rather. From this one and these over here. They're just so cute. It is done on a 25 count white Lagana, and then the call for colors through them, which are DMC. And then at least I had the finishing kit with all the different kind of fabrics and the pom-poms and rickrack. So, and I followed their tutorial and got it done. So I think I love it. Sorry, it's fallen over there. And then lastly, for my last pillow, this is my entry for the month of June for Sherry over at Colorado Cross Stitcher for the summer's cross stitch camp. So this is month. I tried to do it, I think it was last year before, and that was like one of my entries up here, but never ever did get it entered in. I don't think. I think I gave up halfway through it. So, but this is it. So I got it done. I was really proud of myself. This is color, or not color. I'm saying color. This is a dinky dye as it came in the kit from Primrose Cottage Stitches. It was a silk. It was the first time I ever worked with silk. I was not a huge fan. It kept breaking, and getting knotted up. So I ended up having to do really short, like sections of floss, like like this big or so, to keep it from getting all knotted up. I did make some changes over here. They did have like 2024, and I didn't want to put a year in. I know I could update it to 2025, but I didn't want to do that. So I just extended the hearts over here. So, but I think it's really pretty. I love how it turned out. And I think this is on a 16 count. I'm pretty sure 16 count. This white Ada. I love it. That's pretty. Did the little patch in the back like they show you, and I followed the tutorial of how to put the rickrack on. So, and I was really proud of myself because the rickrack overall is very even and not out too far, not in too low. So I saved this one for last. So I have practice on all the other ones to be able to really get it good. So happy how that turned out. And then now we'll go ahead and show you my flat finishes. All three of these are finishes that I started. Got finished last year, I think, and then I just fully finished them now. So this very first one, I want to change the flowers out in this, but this is the flowers that I had from Easter and spring. But this is Summer Wishes from Primrose Cottage Stitches. I did this on a mixed dye of fabric from Be Stitch Me. She had a little kit. I'm sorry if you can hear that car alarm. Our neighbors. This car they have sitting out there, the car alarm's been going off, on and off for days, and it just sits out there and goes off. They turned it off, but I don't know what's going on with it, but it keeps going off, and I got frustrated when I tried to make this video yesterday and just gave up because it kept going off so much, but sorry. So I just had this on a magnet, and then I swap out every time, so I'll show you this one. Set that over so it won't fall. It, like I said, is on a misdyed bundle, fabric bundle I got from Be Stitch Me, and then I did the call for colors from Primrose. And I just mounted it on some sticky board. Here's the back of it. It's not pretty, and then put 2 magnets on it so it could stick to that. So, but it's really pretty. So happy how it turns out. Next is Summer Buffalo Plaid by Primrose. Stitching with the Housewives, sorry. And I just swap this out every year, so I have it on a picture frame I got from Hobby Lobby, and just set it out there in my shelf and have it all decorated. So I now have all 4 of these completed, so the series is completed, and I'm happy to have that done. So. It's on a black 14 count Ada call for colors. So, I think it's pretty. And lastly, this is from Sweet Wing Studio. It is on a 16 count fabric from Atomic Ranch. And if you were here last year, you know how much trouble I had with this fabric. I had a lot of this completed, and some water from one of my daughter's cups got splashed on it, and it ruined the fabric. It bled. I had to restart it. So, and then I ran out of the fabric or the floss of this, and had to rip out a whole bunch of that and get that done. Sorry, I'm gonna drink. but it is done, and it will be safe from water. But so I love this one. It was a saying, or my daughter was having surgery last year. I started this project and during her surgery, and I thought the message was really something important, you know, to listen to. So, but I don't know if I said Sweet Wing Studio is this, but I thought it turned out so great. And it's just a board that I got from Hobby Lobby on clearance, and put fabric here to block out the picture and put that up there. So I'm going to get all these put away and come back and show you my whips and my new starts. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I got all that put up. So I'll go ahead and show you my finished and my whips and my new starts. So I got the very first one is also a new start as well as a finish. This is from doing a start along I told you last time about with my friends from Facebook. And this is the stitching rules. This is just one of them. I'm making them into pillows versus the big long piece. And this is just keep stitching, as you can see. It is on 28 count light ash gray, and I had the call for colors. I got the floss pack from Primrose Cottage Stitches. They are color and cotton colors, and then one DMC. But I just thought that turned out really cute. So I plan to do all of them and then just do them as pillows. The next one is one I just worked on one morning while I was waiting for groceries. It is Spring Quaker by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I am doing it on Classic Colorworks in the colorway Bloom and Crocus. Sorry, I'm trying to blow my face out to do that. And I'm doing on 28 count Mushroom Lagana. It is not my favorite fabric. I just find it difficult, so I don't like it. Which is why I haven't got a lot done on it. Really, I love the colors. Like purple's my favorite color, so I just love how the color. I just don't like the fabric, so. And I haven't worked on it very much since I started. I think I started it last year. So next is Rebel from Rebel Stitcher Designs. It is Disagree. It was a market release this year, and I'm doing this on 16 count stone dyed effect from Fabric Flair, and I'm doing this on the colorway of Classic Colorworks in Summer Sky. It's just a monochromatic if I could talk. So I decided to do it in Summer Sky. That's one of my favorite color blues. Let me pull this flosser so you don't have to look at that. Sorry, I have it ready. I worked on this a little bit more since I showed you. I think I did finished up this Quaker over here and started in over this, and then finished up. No, I didn't finish to it up. One thing I do like about this, like you don't have to change flosses. The fabric is actually fantastic to work on. I really enjoy working on this fabric. It's really smooth to go through, so I really enjoy it. So. Hopefully the cats don't start wrestling because Thunder just came over here. So this was my whip go call for the month of June. It is Bluebird of Happiness by Blackbird Designs. I'm doing this on 16 count Relic from Fabric Flair. Pull that through. And I haven't got a lot done on this. That's just like I should. I'm doing the call for colors with the DMC conversions. I think mainly since I last showed it, I worked on the berries and then filling in this flower and doing that. So I didn't get a 10 done on it, but like I showed up, but just honestly, just hurry up and finish it and get it knocked out, but just Next, I have my unicorn chart, and I'll insert a picture of that because I don't have the working copy in here because I do not want to mess that up. It is an out of print chart. It is Evening Shades of the Garden by Blackbird Designs. No, sorry, that was hanging. And I'm doing this on a 16 count Legacy I think it's fabric flare, and I'm working on the flowers. In the original chart, these are pink, and I've changed the colors to purple because purple is my favorite color. So get this done. I think it's really pretty. It's like because it's my unicorn chart, I want to work on it, but then it's also I don't want to work on it because I'm worried about, you know, hurry up and getting it done kind of thing. I know that sounds silly, but it's like I want to work on it and enjoy it, but then again, I'm almost fearful of working on it because I want to hurry up and get it done kind of thing. I don't know. That sounds silly. Do you know what I mean? So, this next one, I am doing stitching in Jolly July, I guess you want to call it Christmas. So basically what I'm doing, I have 14 different Christmas whips. I am going to work on all 14 for 2 days each for at least an hour. So they'll each get like 2 hours on them at least. At least that's the goal. And then get some, you know, some work on. So this very first one is Blackberry Lane Designs Starry, Starry Night. And I'm doing this one right here. I've worked on it for my 2 days now, so I got quite a bit of work done on it. But I'm going to go ahead and continue it because honestly, I don't have that much left to do. So this is where I'm at. It is on a 14 count white Aida. I'm doing the call for colors, and the only thing I have left to do is fill in this right here and then fill in all this right here. So not that much. So I plan to work on this one some more and go ahead and get this knocked out because this is fantastic. I want to say there are 2 other charts in there. I bought all of them, or maybe there's 4 total. There's either 4 total of these or 3 of these. I can't remember honestly off the top of my head. But I bought all of them last year, so I plan to get them all done. I think they're great. Now I'll go ahead and show you my whips. My very first whip is also from the start. I think all of these, no, these are all new start. Yeah, sorry. Excuse me, ignore me. These are all new starts that I'm doing for my start along. I had 10, and I think I need to start 2 more. I know technically I'm supposed to have them done by June 30th, but you know, life. So, I'm just going to start the other 2 that I got left. This is Stitching Quaker by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I just got a little bit of start on this one. This is on a 28 count light ash gray again, so. And I found this hoop in my work the other day, or my box the other day I was cleaning out, and I tried it, and I am loving it. Absolutely loving it. So like I said, I barely have a little start on that right there, so there you go. It has a start. I started it. I was trying to get my whips down this year, but then I decided to join this. It's been so much fun. Kind of freeing because I was like preventing myself from starting stuff. So doing this honestly is really made me feel better. This one is Farmhouse Christmas by Little House Needleworks, and I'm doing the first square of Little Red Barn. This is on a 16 count Country Mocha, I think it's called. And I had already did the outline of it. I'm counting each one of these as a new start and a finish. So, and I got started on the first one, so I got quite a bit of done in just, you know, a day or so of working on it. So, hopefully get it done. I need to, honestly, my goal originally was to do 1 a month, and as you still, I haven't done 1 a month. So, yeah. Maybe next Christmas. And I have the floss pack that is the conversions that my mind went blank. Fat Quarter Shop, Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop did the conversion of her colors, so I'm doing her conversion of that. And I got the floss pack from Primrose, or not Primrose, Fat Quarter Shop. Next is another 2 starts, and I have them on the same fabric, so excuse the craziness. It is Honeybee Quilt and Honeybee Quaker. So right now Honeybee Quaker is one in the hoop, so I'll show you that one. Just 1 day of work on that, so I need to get on it and get some more. And then honeybee quilt is right here. I know this make more sense to go ahead and cut the fabric where I think it is, but I don't want to waste extra fabric, so I just thought I would do one on one end and one on the other. But so just sort of their call for colors, the 25 count Lagana, if I didn't say that. Let's see, and then I have 2 more new starts. Next is Plum Street. Plum Street, and I don't have the actual copy of this, so I don't think I'm not sure because I made a copy of it, so I'll have to insert a picture of that. And it is Tomato Hill. I've never worked on one of her patterns before. This is my very first one, so loving it. So this is what I got done so far. I am doing the call for colors, and I'm doing this on a 16 count Legacy. I think it's a color, right? So this thing, it turned out really pretty. Love it. And honestly, hopefully it doesn't take terribly long. I say that, and then everybody always says the Plum Streets, they have a lot of stitching, so hopefully right now I don't think it's not that bad, and then again I'm like, oh Lord, they were right. But we'll see how it goes. Next is my last new start, and this is also going to be my July entry for the cross stitch camp. It is for the birds. I'm doing this on black 14 count Ada. Sorry, the bag. From this one I ran out of project bags, so it got a Ziploc bag. And I'm doing the call for colors, like I said, on black 14 count Ada. So since I put that in there, I'll list it over here and do it later. Sorry if that was loud. And then that is all of my new starts. So I'll go ahead and show you my haul. I just have a little bit, I'll say that and then I'll probably have quite a bit. Tiger Lily, she is doing a make along with her of how to do. Let me open this real quick so I can show you the pattern of the Queen Takes Center from Tiger Lily. She's gonna have a class, so we're gonna be making this bag right here. I took her class last year to make a project bag, and I loved it. I learned so much, so I thought I'm gonna try this again. So I got the kit. She gives you the pieces to make, like, so that bag right there. So I'll be making that bag with her. I think it's like July 19th or 9th or something. I don't know. I'll have to look that up for sure. But if you're interested in doing that, I know she still has like PDF versions of it, so you can go over and check that out and do that. Next, I put an order in at Primrose Cottage Stitches. And got some of their new stuff. I got the Free Friday kit for July, which was released today. It's super cute. Here is the kit that came with. It came with a needle minder, the berry smoothie fabric, and all the flosses that you need. I got the new releases, and I got the floss pack and the finishing kit for them, both of them. I got the fruit salad Quaker. I just love that little basket right there. And then I got seasonal sampling summer. And that is my haul. So it was not very. Oh wait, I got one more thing I wanted to show you. I forgot. I was covering it up. I went on to look for some needle minders, and this is from Gina's Unique Needle Minders on Etsy. And I got quite a bit. They're just fantastic. She has a Kentucky one, because I'm from Kentucky. Then I got, and she packaged them really nice so they were, like, you know, sticking together. These ones right here. These two. And she had great prices. Great prices. Don't you just love that? It's so cute. And then I ordered this one. This one she gave to me for free. So I thought that was really cool. So I really enjoyed those. And before we go, I'll go ahead and give you my Flosstube recommendations. You know, I always like to give you some recommendations to find other channels out there. The very first one is MKiss's Creation, Marissa. I've been watching her for quite a while. I really enjoy her Flosstube. She has so much to show you. She's working on some beautiful projects. So go over there and head over and watch her, and I know you'll enjoy her. And then lastly is Sloan Stitches Jess. I also gave you a recommendation for her in my StitchCon video list. At least I just found her from finding her StitchCon video, and I really enjoyed her channel, and I watched a couple of her other videos and just really enjoyed them all. So I hope you go over and check out those two ladies, and I know you'll enjoy their channels, and I'll see you next time. Happy stitching. Bye.